Good morning to you all. Do you hear me well? Yes? Okay, very good. My name is Bea Winst. I'm a director at the Brussels office at KPMG. And I'm here together with Stephanie Worm, manager in the office in Antwerp. Together we have more than 50 years of experience at KPMG.
Yes? Okay.
I don't know if you can think about it, but 50 years is a long time. So we have seen already a lot of programs come and go, and stepped multiple times outside our comfort zone to keep up this development in our sector. You have seen also today the keynote of Fabien. It was already impressive what is being developed now in Odoo 18. So we are all ready to go for that 18 version. Of course, KPMG can help you navigate this evolving landscape. There is some time foreseen at the end of this presentation to tackle some questions, but we would like to invite you at our booth in Hall 10 that you can come by near the bar whenever you want. You see it at the screen, booth 10. The accounting revolution is on the horizon. In the past, using OCR and artificial intelligence for document processing was a major step forward. Now we are at the edge of a true revolution in the accounting. In a world where everything is online, where information is managed and exchanged online, managing quick and informed decisions is crucial for any successful business. As a result, everything is connected, bringing unique opportunities that were almost unthinkable without significant investments of time, energy, and money.
Okay, now let's take a look at how an accounting ecosystem can be influenced by various internal and external factors. We try to automate those flows as much as possible and to make sure that manual interventions will be a minimum. And of course, for doing that, we like to use Odoo. So let's start with our invoices. So we will start by creating and sending out electronic sales invoices. We will create them in Odoo, but then via the Peppol platform, we will send them and track them and give them to our customers. Same as for your incoming invoices. Your incoming invoices will also be available to you via the Peppol platform, and it will be on the same day your supplier creates and sends his invoice to the Peppol platform. That is the moment that you will be receiving your purchase invoice in your accounting app. Now, I know many of you might get major headaches of remembering where you put those parking tickets, restaurant tickets, or any other tickets you need to reimburse or you need to have reimbursed from your company. So the expense app will help you with that, with the creation, with the approval, with the transfer of those expense notes into your accounting. Odoo will help you on that. And then we also have payments. We will need to follow up on payments that need to be done to suppliers, but also the payments that we just mentioned in the expense notes that we need to reimburse to our employees. Those can all be easily managed within Odoo. And we can do those by creating a SEPA file. A SEPA file is an XML file that will allow you to add multiple payments in there and then download it and upload it into your banking app. So there's no need for manual input on any payments, so no human error is there possible. On the other hand, we will do payments. We also need to receive financial transactions. Therefore, the PSD2 connection that you can set up or PSD2 connections that are available will help you with receiving all financial transactions in your accounting. Then if you look at payroll documents, so the salaries need to be in your accounting. That used to be a very manual job, just putting them in by hand. Now with the SODA files that are available, again an XML file, you will be able to import them into Odoo. You can either import them via tools as you have Codabox, for which Odoo will have a connection that you can set up, or you can ask them directly from your payroll office platform and send them to an email alias into your accounting. Now, let's put all that information we have in the accounting into a reporting. Can be a standardized reporting in Odoo, can also be a specific reporting that you created yourself. The advantage will be when information coming in on a daily basis, your reporting will always be up to date. Any new transactions will be immediately registered in your reporting. And then for us as an accounting firm, we also like to use the synchronization that is available between Odoo and our other software, Silverfin, that we use for our year-end closings, for which we prepare year-end closings, financial statements, legal reports, corporate tax income, and things like that. So as you can see here on the screen, lots of documents going everywhere, all going from Odoo to Odoo. So we make it as they all happen simultaneously, and that is the way it will be in the future. So no more one thing after another, and it's all as automated as is possible. So now, very important for you to know. This might be the future of accounting, but it is already available today. So the time is now to get on that digital train. And as we saw in the keynote of Fabien this morning and the part of Wienand regarding the accounting, we are sure that by using Odoo, we will always be on top of any new digital improvements in the accounting. So we are sure if we get on the train today, we will be on that train and we will continue on a good journey. Now, the other good news for you is all that we have just seen in that overview is also available for you by using Odoo, and it is by only using the 5 apps that are on the screen. So by using these, you can have all those flows available in your accounting. Now we will dive a bit deeper into certain flows in the next slides of the presentation.
For example, Peppol. Peppol is nothing new, I hope, for you, and it's not untried. European Union has been working with it since 2008 already, and has created an entire legal framework for it. And in Belgium, the government has decided, as from the 1st of January 2026, so just a year ago, as you can imagine, the use of e-invoicing will be compulsory for all B2B, business to business. Also, a mandatory e-reporting will be compulsory. So it's planned 2028, 2030. We will see when it gets there. But what is Peppol, you think? Well, let me ask you a question. Who of you owns a cell phone? I hope most of you. Yeah, thank you. All of you use the cell phone network through a chosen provider to call others and exchange information. Well, the Peppol network is practically the same. Peppol is just a network, not a document management system or archive, just something that allows you to exchange electronic invoices securely and reliably. Your provider will be your Peppol access point. In our case, it will be Odoo, which offers this access for free if you didn't heard it yet. And then you have every end user of Peppol, which is you and me. Furthermore, the registration in Peppol, as you heard also by Wienand this morning, is very quick and easy. They say that a picture is worth 1,000 miles, dus at the right. So I'm going to let the figures displayed on the slide talk for themselves. And now, in a nutshell, what is e-invoicing and what it brings for you. Several times a day, an automatic synchronization process with the PEPL network is triggered in Odoo. Any purchase and sales invoice will be automatically uploaded or pulled in Odoo. We have tried to list the main benefits of e-invoicing and PEPL for you. As mentioned, there is a standard international format, so an image of an invoice will no longer be needed or necessary. All necessary information is mentioned in that format. So also, again, an XML. Customer name, supplier, invoice number, invoice amount, the total, everything what you need is in that XML. So consequently, there will be no scanning and extrapolating information is no longer necessary. A very important item, no more typos. So more accuracy and fewer corrections needed. Very important, I think, every e-invoicing on an average is paid 16 days sooner than a paper invoice. Because the financial process is not slowed down with unreceived invoices or invoices received but somewhere in a desk, you have a good and real-time insight into your cash flow and records. Thanks to the automated invoice processing, companies and their administrative staff have more time to focus on other business processes, which means a significant time saving in the long run. PEPL also ensures that you have that they exchange documents via through an encryption and authentication, reducing the risk of fraud. Within the PEPL framework, digital documents can be traced to their source. Very important. That's improving also the integrity of the transactions and providing a clear audit trail. And also these days, very important, the reduced use of paper, as mentioned above, also have a positive impact on our environment for both the natural resources and of course also the emissions related to the transport.
Okay, so next we already talked about payment batches. So payments often take a lot of time and energy that you can or you would rather devote to something else. Now, by using those SEPA payment files, all payments can be included in one batch. There is also, next to SEPA, there is the new ISO 20022 format that will be for non-EU payments in the future, and it will help you by handling your payments and just uploading it in your bank portal. Now, a payment batch is an XML file. It has all relevant information in it. You can download it and upload it, so it's faster, it's foolproof, no typos in there. I think that's what we call a win-win situation. Now, Odoo has added on top of that payment batch 2 levels of security in addition. So the first one is you will be able to control within the accounting app which user has the right to activate a certain bank account to make an outgoing payment. So you can do that by using the slider of the send money option on your contact form next to the bank account that you want to use. That's the first one, so you have control there. The second one, it will do some checks on some irregularities you might have. So for instance, in our example, we have a Belgian bank account, but the country on the contact form is the Netherlands. So that might be something that is not quite okay, so Odoo will alert you on that. Then next, also with regards to financial transactions, we have the PSD2 connection. So PSD2 connection is a European legislation, and it will allow you to import all your financial transactions in a fast and a secure way. It also requires for the bank to open up their data, their data on the current accounts. To be very clear, it's only on current accounts of companies, so that they can give access to third parties on that information. And the software will be able to import that information. Now, Odoo will enable you to set up such a PSD2 connection, and your client will need to grant explicit access to that in his bank portal or his banking app. He can extract that or redraw that approval at any given time. And as from the moment the approval is given, it will be for up to 6 months. It depends a bit on the bank that you're connecting with. Up to 6 months you will have access to that trigger of financial data that will come into your accounting. After that, Odoo will make sure that you receive emails indicating that your connection will come to an end and that you will need to reconnect or reconfirm the connection.
And then also the automated payment reminders. Maintaining a strong cash flow is very important and essential for your companies. I have to go one back. It's obviously also the start of a timely preparation of your sales invoices, it's a piece of cake in Odoo, and of course sending out them now with Peppol. You can update the incoming payments, as Stephanie mentioned, on a timely basis and several times a day with PSD2. So you have always an accurate picture of your outstanding invoices, of your sales invoices. So based on these two elements, the timely makeup of your invoices and the PSD2 connection, you can perfectly monitor your outstanding invoices in Odoo. You can determine the levels, the timing, the content of that reminders, and there is also a proposal of that template email in Odoo. Via a clear overview, as you can see here, you can then simply send out these reminders, fully automated or semi-automated.
Okay, let's go back to those salary documents. So the salary documents can be imported via a SODA file, which is again an XML file that you can import. And there are over 90 payroll officers that can provide you with those SODA files. Now, the SODA file, the XML file, contains all information on the booking that needs to be performed in your accounting. So no longer processing them manually. Now, as discussed before, you can either get them from your payroll office, their platform, directly, or you can use a service provider to set up a connection between Odoo and your payroll office. In either of those two ways, at the moment your payroll office will create new documents for the salaries. They will be pulled into your accounting. On top of that, not only does the document get imported, but you will be able to use a specific mapping that you have set up in the settings, and that will align any accounts that are in the SODA files with the accounts you are using in your chart of general accounts. Then if we come back to the expense notes, again, lots of tickets that are available everywhere in wallets and in cars and things like that. But we would like to prefer that they are in the expense app. So it will help you with the creation of the expenses, approval of expenses within the organization. It will go directly into the accounting app. If there is a need for a reimbursement to any of your employees, you can create a payment which you can take then in a SEPA file, the payment batch that we just discussed. So all is in the flow there. So from creation to payment to your employee, it can all be done automatically and after approval in the expense notes. So
yeah,
only advantages.
Yes. The fleet perhaps not that extensive as other apps in Odoo, but as you saw this morning at the keynote of Fabien, I'm also in favor of the fleet, because you can arrange your accounting just by using the fleet, just by managing all your vehicles in that fleet app for your repair, your maintenance, penalties, name it. You can all arrange it there in the fleet app. And by doing so, you will also be able to create some kind of reporting without need to use analytical reportings. So you can use that fleet app, and with the vehicle number plate, you can use then you can arrange a special reporting, and it's also available anytime, anywhere in Odoo. So it's a very nice app. And of course, the dashboard, you will see it. It's the old version still, because we saw this morning there is a new version. You always, as I mentioned also by Fabien, there are the most important KPIs that are available in that dashboard. You can create also customized dashboards, as you have seen, and you can consult them in any time in the future. Since these dashboards are linked to the live information in Odoo, they are always up to date and with the latest transactions available. So also in a multi-company environment, the same as mentioned this morning, an Odoo database combining several companies of a group can thus also create consolidated reports via this dashboard. It's easy and smoothly. If the dashboard, for what reason at all, is not sufficient for you, you can tailor-made reporting via the Odoo spreadsheet. It's a one-time effort, and you can certainly provide with the reporting you are looking for. Also here you can enjoy the benefits of having the live data from Odoo flowing to your reporting whenever transactions are posted or registered in the accounting app.
Okay, artificial intelligence is so also something on the horizon that we need to take into account. So AI is everywhere throughout Odoo, so we will not be using it in the accounting app as Fabien has demonstrated this morning by typing out emails and things like that. But AI does help us, as Wienand has mentioned, by suggesting general accounts, tax codes, or when processing invoices, if we are still using the OCR. It can also help us with other things, but I think that's the main important one. But what AI will also enable you, so when using AI, whether it's in a small doses or in a big doses throughout your company, so it will enhance your efficiency by making sure that repetitive tasks will become will be avoided. You will have more efficiency there. It will be cost reductive. So if you don't have to spend that much time on anything, cost will lower for your company. It will help you with decision making. So we do say don't trust at first glance what AI is telling you, but it can help you gaining insights and that can help you in making further decisions. Also, it can help you with a better customer service, and it will help you, if you have a company, to help you with scalability and flexibility within your organization and make sure that you can grow. Now, we have a nice slide to make sure that we have summarized everything on real-time accounting that we can perform within Odoo. Now, an additional thing, so it's not really accounting related, but it's fiscal related. So there are some fiscal measures available for companies. So as the obligation for the e-invoicing will start at the 1st January of 2026, it is key that you start with preparing your company and making sure that you do the necessary investments or necessary costs for changing into that e-invoicing. Now, as from fiscal year 2025, so that means your accounting years should start at the 1st of January 2024 at the earliest. You can have an increased cost deduction of 120%. For example, these are costs related to e-invoicing. So, for instance, your monthly Odoo subscription, if you pay it by month or yearly Odoo subscription, will be available for you to have that 120% cost reduction if it helps you to make sure that you are up to date with the legislation on e-invoicing. Also consultancy costs, if there's a partner that helps you with implementing that tool in your organization, that also will be available for the 120% cost deduction. Now, very important is if you do any investments, so that means it's not a cost, it's not on your P&L, but you put it on your balance sheet and you depreciate it, those will be excluded from the 120% cost deduction regime. Those you will need to refer to the normal deduction for investments that is available for companies for you to use. Now, both regimes are available for sole traders and small companies, so large companies unfortunately do not have that availability.
To conclude our story, let us return for a moment to the beginning of our slides, to our presentation. We would like to remind you that the accounting of the future doesn't exist in a vacuum. Often, a whole process precedes the creation of a purchase or a sales invoice. For example, a website where a customer places an order or fills in a contact form, which itself will activate the production process and has an impact on the inventory. As discussed also this morning by Fabien, all the steps follow each other. A good after-sales service is also a must-have for an organization if they want to give their customer a positive shopping experience. You see, Odoo's advantage here is, of course, that its functionalities are not limited to the accounting alone and a number of activities, but that it is a full-fledged ERP that can meet most of your needs at a fraction of a price of a traditional ERP package. To help our clients make this transition and jump on this digital train, as Stephanie has mentioned, and you should do it now and not tomorrow, we have created a dedicated team. We all know that change management can be a difficult topic for some of us. Our digital transformation team is equipped to help our clients during this process. KPMG Digital Transformation Team at Accounting can help with customized Odoo implementations, including, of course, the accounting model, because that's our main focus, additional models, tailor-made reporting, training, support, name it, and we can help you. Our accountants in Belgium, of course, can also help you assist with a wide range of personalized services in the fields of accountancy, conversion of the local figures to or from international reporting standards, financial resource management, and the rest. Our extensive and diverse experience allows us to provide you with services specially tailored for yourself. Regardless of whether you are a small or medium-sized business, non-profit organization, public institute, or a private individual. Being part of the KPMG network, we are also able to call upon the experience of lawyers, tax advisors, or business consultants to provide you with the best possible service. Here you can see some of the main services that we have in Belgium. We have over 2,000 employees in Belgium, and of course, we have also a global presence, as mentioned here. KPMG brings expertise, innovative technology, and a commitment to sustainability to help clients with their biggest business challenges. In conclusion, the future of accounting is already a reality with Odoo, and KPMG, national or international, we invite you to join us at this digital journey and experience the benefits of a fully integrated, automated and efficient accounting and fully pledged ERP package. We have some additional slides, but you can read it afterwards if you would like to have it. We also have our KPMG impact plan, which are the 4 pillars are very important. And in practice, this means that in all our activities and interaction with clients, each other and society, we look for ways to inspire confidence and empower changes. This is also our promise. If you have any questions with regard to KPMG, our way of working and our services, please come by our booth in Hall 10 and we will certainly answer all your questions. Many thanks.